It's 103, I believe, is what we currently have. And by customers, you know, that's the household. That's not the actual number of people, but the actual household. With that, though, that's just a brief to get you up to date on the project itself. I do have some housekeeping things in the form of a drawdown on the project, and also have a budget amendment. And this is budget amendment number 3. And what this is of course, when small cities originally made their award to the project, they gave you $200,000 up front, and that was for a considered a design administration grant. So then the following year, once we showed that we had enough progress on the project, they went ahead and committed an additional $700,000 to the project. So the purpose of this budget amendment reflects the final commitment of $600,000 of remaining FY 2009 Small Cities Block Grant allocation. And we've also made a couple changes to the individual line items that have been made to reflect the actual West Virginia Infrastructure Job Development Council Schedule B, which reflects the actual bid prices for the construction contracts, and that also reflects actual costs that we know, as far as with the engineering and things like that. And what we did on that is most all that money went straight into construction, and we did take some money out of like the legal, accounting, permits line item, some out of the land acquisition line item. We did leave a little bit of money in those line items in case we need them, but could very well here in the future we'll be doing another budget amendment to take out those remaining funds out and just folding that back into the construction. But that's what the purpose of this budget amendment is. And again, it it actually increases that from $900,000 to reflect the full $1.5 million commitment.
Motion to approve the budget amendment as presented.
So moved.
Second. Motion and second. All yes. Motion carries.
And do have a drawdown for you all, and this is drawdown request number 5 in the amount of $8,750. And included as part of this drawdown is one invoice from E.L. Robinson Engineering in the amount of it's $23,750, and a payment resolution authorizing the request and disbursement of said funds. And just point out that the difference between the amount of the attached invoice and the amount being requested is $15,000. And that is the Logan County PSDs requesting that out of their infrastructure money as part of the bonds on the project. So anyway, so we'll be paying that out of 2 different sources on this one. But again, this one is just for $8,750. And I do have a resolution to that effect.
Got a motion second. That an all yes vote. Motion carries.
Depending on the contractor, what they do, we may go ahead and submit an initial, we usually encourage them to go ahead and submit an initial invoice for mobilization costs and some of their stored materials. And if they can go ahead and get that all done, maybe we'll have a drawdown, actual some construction costs reflected on that next month.
Can't do it fast enough.
Yeah. And on the application again, just let you know if y'all have any ends at the Capitol or anything, just feel free to give them a call and let them know that the application is being submitted, and any consideration they can show you all would certainly be appreciated. Yes, it sure would. All right, and that's all I have for y'all this evening.
Appreciate it.
I'll review those and make sure we have everything signed, and should be in good shape.
All right.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next thing on the agenda,
No, just
He's not here.
no, Dr. Smith won't be here until the 18th. And Josh McBride, I talked with him today, and I think he's going to come down and maybe speak with me and Mr. McCann on one point. Then we'll go on down to the Duval Volunteer Fire Department. It says, to whom it may concern, the Duval District Volunteer Fire Department is requesting funds from the excess levy fund in the amount of $80,000. The funds are to be utilized to finish construction to be the training center that is being added to our station. This training center will be used to the training of firefighters as well as the public. In addition to training functions, the center can also be used as a shelter in the event of a disaster such as we faced in December of last year. This training center will be outfitted with equipment such as computers to aid and provide the most training possible to emergency responders. It is our plan to install 4 desktop computers for training as well as PowerPoint projector units so that we are able to utilize the center for many types of training for all aspects of emergency services and the public. Our thoughts of training for the public will consist of first aid, CPR, proper use of a AED and disaster preparedness, as well as what to do after a disaster. With setting up this training center in this manner, state and federal agencies such as FEMA and the Red Cross can also use this space for a variety of operations. If you would have any questions in regards to the training center, please contact Fire Chief Steve Hudson. Thank you for your time. Jason Ellison, Duval District VF.
I did do a little bit of talking and trying to find out, but I thought, really what I thought we needed was something more detailed as to what, when we build something, I'd like to be able to see what we got and those kind of things. So I'd really like to ask the commission to hold on this until we can get a little more information. It's really not real clear. It's a lot of money and needs a little more in-depth work, I believe. I'd be willing to try to get that information and bring it back to the next meeting.
If they're wanting this money now out of the training and education, the excess levy, their allotment for this year, after dividing off what was over, is just $29,000. But we've already paid to them, I think, $2,000 or $3,000, and then we have given the fire school $25,000, which that will be divided up, or the expense of that would be 8 ways. And then also there's a few payments that they have to pay out of this that we've already committed. So what I'm looking at, the most that we could even offer them or give to them would be around $15,000
Out of the levy.
out of the levy money. What they're asking out of the levy.
Yeah, it may be one of those things we want to build some now, some later, that kind of thing. I'm not sure. I'd sent him out there, wanted to find out a little bit more, but hadn't got the information.
But they're usually within the scope of the levy.
I was calling that for training.
Yes, not any new money up for us, it'd just be a matter of making sure that.
The excess money from the levy, we have to put it into the general county for training and education. And that's,
And we just keep carrying it over until it's justified to spend. But we do try to treat every department equal.
So the motion to table, do you check into it?
Yes.
Second.
Motion second, all yes, motion carries.
the next thing on the agenda is have a ball team, wanting some more money. John Bird with the Lincoln County Little League Hamlet area.
Thank you. I have here the bid for our fencing and our proposals in our letter. Just to show we get, again, my name is John Bird. I'm the Hamlin area president for Little League for Lincoln County. I'm representing all the areas actually. But we made some efforts. It's been in the ongoing for about a year and a half. We received a grant. Brian Christ got us a grant through the Pennington Foundation for $10,000. And you know, I kind of had a blessing here.